Kia ora tamariki, welcome to my fourth nap time. Sam here. I hope you guys had a really fantastic Easter and you got a lot of Easter eggs from the Easter Bunny. It's exciting. Okay, well today I've got something fun in store. I'm going to teach you about musical statues, a really fun game that allows you to show your awesome dance moves, but also you have to stand like a statue when the music is gone. So are we able to do that? Shall we do that? But first, should we do our welcome song? Should we do Tēnā koe? Okay, inoho everybody. Inoho. Haere mai. Toru wha. Tēnā koe. Hello to one. Tēnā korua. Hello to two. Tēnā koutou, hello to all. Haere mai everyone. Welcome everyone. Yay. Alright, should we do musical statues? So I decided to use the song Baby Shark. As soon as you hear Baby Shark, you do all your dance moves and actions. And when it's really quiet, you don't hear the song anymore, you have to stand still. Can you do that? Can we do this? I think we can do this. Should we begin? Yep. Can you hear? Can you hear the music? Oh, show me your dance moves. Show me your dance moves. Mommy shark, do 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 do. Oh! Stay very still. Hold that pose. Don't move. Don't move. Don't move. Stay still. Okay, back. Keep dancing. Keep going. No music. Stay still. Oh. Oh. We're not running yet. We're not running yet until we hear the song. We're not running yet. Stay still. Run! Run, 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 run! Run! Run away! Run away! Oh. Now we can dance. Ah! Safe at last. The end. Do, 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 do. I think that was a lot of fun. Oh, you had to use your taringas. You had to use your ears to listen to the music. If the music was on, you keep kani. You keep dancing. And then the music stops. Stay very still. Don't move. Fantastic. And the best thing is you can do this at home with your mummy and daddy or your older sister or older brother, younger siblings. So it's a game that everyone can join in. Alright, should we do another song before we do a story? I was thinking maybe we should do If You're Happy and You Know It. Because I'm sure everyone's feeling really happy after a fantastic Easter, getting lots of chocolate eggs. I know I'm feeling happy. Can't stop smiling. Should we begin? Okay, everyone knows this song, so follow the actions. And then we can carry on the song. We can even make some different actions up as we go. We're all sitting down. Toru wha. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, then you really want to show it. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, stomp your feet. If you're happy and you know it, stomp your feet. If you're happy and you know it, then you really want to show it. If you're happy and you know it, stomp your feet. If you're happy and you know it, shout hooray, hooray! If you're happy and you know it, shout hooray, hooray! If you're happy and you know it, then you really want to show it. If you're happy and you know it, shout hooray, hooray! If you're happy and you know it, wave hello, hello! If you're happy and you know it, wave hello, hello! If you're happy and you know it, then you really want to show it. If you're happy and you know it, wave hello, hello! If you're happy and you know it, blow a kiss, mwah! If you're happy and you know it, blow a kiss, mwah! If you're happy and you know it, then you really want to show it. If you're happy and you know it, blow a kiss, mwah! If you're happy and you know it, do a dance. If you're happy and you know it, do a dance. If you're happy and you know it, then you really want to show it. If you're happy and you know it, do a dance. If you're scared and you know it, say, oh no, oh no! If you're scared and you know it, say, oh no, oh no! If you're scared and you know it, then you really want to show it. If you're scared and you know it, say, oh no, oh no! If you're angry and you know it, stomp your feet. If you're angry and you know it, stomp your feet. If you're angry and you know it, then you really ought to show it. If you're angry and you know it, stomp your feet. If you're sad and you know it, say boo-hoo, boo-hoo. If you're sad and you know it, say boo-hoo, boo-hoo. If you're sad and you know it, then you really want to show it. If you're sad and you know it, say boo-hoo, woo-hoo. Buggy, woo! I hope you enjoyed that. Now, shall we do our story? Today, we're going to read The Frog Prince. Once upon a time, there lived a king. His daughters were all beautiful, but the youngest was the most beautiful of all. A great forest lay next to the king's castle, and in that forest was a deep well. On hot days, the youngest daughter would go to the forest and sit under a tree next to the well to play in the cool shade. The young princess's favourite plaything was a gentle, lovely golden ball, and there she would sit, tossing a ball in the air and catching it. Alas, one day, as she was sitting by the well, the princess threw her golden ball so high that instead of falling into her outstretched hand, it bounced away and rolled across the grass into the depths of the well. The princess ran to the side of the well, but she looked for her ball in vain, as the well was so deep that no one could see the bottom. The young princess began to weep at the loss of her favourite toy and could find no comfort. As she sat crying, the young princess heard someone call out her name. "Why do you weep so, princess?" said the voice. "You cry so hard that you would even break the heart of a stone." The princess looked up to see where the voice was coming from and saw that the frog had lifted his ugly head out of the well and was talking to her. "Alas, nasty frog," she replied, "I am weeping for my lovely golden ball. It has fallen into the well and is lost. Oh, what I would give to get it back." "Do not cry, princess," replied the slimy frog. "I can help you, but what would you give me if I bring your ball back to you?" "Whatever you ask for, dear frog," said the princess. "I will give you all my fine clothes, my jewels, my pearls, and even the precious golden crown on my head if I could get my ball back." "I care not for fine clothes, jewels, pearls, or golden crowns," answered the frog. "But if you will love me and let me be your friend and playmate and sit by you at your little table and eat off your golden plate and drink out of your golden cup and sleep on your pillow in your bed, if you will promise me this, then I will bring you back your golden ball from the depths of the well." "Oh, yes," cried the princess. "If you will bring me my ball back, I promise I will do all you ask." But the princess was really thinking, how silly this frog is. All he can do is sit in the well with the other frogs and croak all day long. He's not fit to be anybody's playmate. So the frog dived down deep into the well. After a while, he swam back up to the surface again, holding the princess's golden ball in his mouth. He threw the ball over the edge of the well onto the grass, and the princess ran and joyfully picked it up. The princess was so happy to have her ball back that she ran away merrily, giving no thought to the frog and her promise. "Wait, princess, don't forget your promise," cried the frog. "Take me with you. I cannot run as fast as you." But the princess did not hear the cries of the frog as she ran home to the castle. The poor frog was left to dive sadly back into the well. The next day, the young princess was sitting at dinner with her father and sisters, eating from her golden plate and drinking from her golden cup. All of a sudden, she heard a strange noise that sounded like something coming up the marble staircase. Splish, splash, splish, splash. Soon, there was a gentle knock at the door, and then a voice cried out, "Open the door, youngest daughter. Remember thy promise by the water. Open the door, princess dear. Thy true love awaits thee here." The princess ran to the door to see who was there, but when she opened it, she saw the frog from the well sitting there. She slammed the door in fright and ran back to the table. However, her father saw that something had frightened her, and so he asked her, "What's wrong, my daughter? Has some beast come to carry you away?" "It is no beast, father," the young princess explained. "It is nothing but an ugly frog." "A frog?" asked the surprised king. "What does a frog want with you?" "Yesterday I was playing with my golden ball near the well," the princess replied. "It fell in the water and I couldn't get it out because the well was so deep. However, this frog fetched it for me after I promised he could be my companion. I never thought he would leave the well, but here he is at the door knocking to come in." Again there was a knock at the door, and again the frog cried out, "Open the door, youngest daughter. Remember thy promise by the water. Open the door, princess dear. Thy true love awaits thee here." The king turned to his daughter and said, "As you have given your promise, you must keep your word. Do not refuse to help someone who has helped you. Go and let the frog in." So the princess opened the door and let the frog in. He hopped along behind her, following her back to her place at the table. "Lift me up so I may eat off your golden plate and drink out of your golden cup," the frog cried. The princess tried to resist, but her father commanded her to keep her promise. "You must keep your promise, daughter," said the king. So the princess lifted the frog up on the table where he ate from her golden plate and sipped from her golden cup. The frog ate well, but the princess hardly touched anything. So disgusted and upset was she. Then the frog said, "Now, princess, I am tired. Carry me upstairs to your room and let me sleep next to you in your bed." The princess began to cry as she hated the thought of a nasty frog asleep in her pretty silk sheets. But her father looked at her angrily and again said, "As you have given your promise, you must keep your word. Do not forget your pledge. Remember, he helped you when you were in trouble." So the young princess carried the frog upstairs to her bedroom and laid him on her pillow, where he slept all night. As soon as the sun rose, the frog hopped downstairs and went back to the well. "At last he's gone," thought the relieved princess, "and I shall hear from him no more." But the next evening, as she was sitting down to dinner, the young princess again heard a gentle knock at the door and a voice crying out, "Open the door, youngest daughter. Remember thy promise by the water. Open the door, princess dear. Thy true love awaits thee here." The princess let the frog dine with her and let him sleep on her pillow. But she was becoming used to him now and didn't find him quite so disgusting. After all, he was a polite frog with good manners and lovely, kind eyes. Again at sunrise, the frog hopped downstairs back to the well, and the princess found she actually missed his company. The princess was not surprised to hear another knock at the door on the third night and a voice crying out, "Open the door, youngest daughter. Remember thy promise by the water. Open the door, princess dear. Thy true love awaits thee here." Again she dined with the frog, this time quite happily. She cheerfully chatted with him as they ate and carried him up to the room where again he slept on her pillow. Imagine her surprise the next morning as the sun was rising when she woke. The princess was astonished to see, instead of a frog, a handsome prince standing next to her bed, looking down on her with kind and beautiful eyes. The handsome prince told her that he had been cursed by an evil witch who had changed him into a frog. He was destined to stay a frog forever unless a beautiful princess would let him eat from her plate and sleep on her pillow for 3 nights in a row. "You have broken the evil spell," said the handsome prince. "Come with me to my father's kingdom and marry me, and I will love you as long as you live." The young princess was overjoyed and accepted his hand in marriage. As they spoke together, the golden carriage drove up outside, pulled by 8 powerful horses, decked with feathers and a golden harness. Behind the coach was the prince's servant, faithful Henry, who had been so unhappy when his dear master had been turned into a frog by the witch that his heart had nearly broken. Faithful Henry helped the prince and princess into the carriage and drove them to the prince's kingdom. As they drove away, they heard the sound of faithful Henry singing at the top of his voice. So overjoyed was he that his master was free and happy. When they reached the kingdom, the prince and the princess were married and lived. Before we go have something to eat, because I'm starting to get really hungry now. Should we get our kai baskets? Got our kai baskets, everyone? Toru fa. Kai in the basket from the earth and from the sea. Kai in the basket for you and for me. Give thanks to the one who gave it to me for caring and sharing around. Amen. Let's wash our hands, let's wash our hands. Let's wash our hands, let's wash our hands. I hope you enjoyed my mat time, and we'll see you next Monday. Have a good week. Sending lots of love and cuddles to everyone.